Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode. This time we're doing the sequel to the last episode. I think it was. We're doing the sequel to Back. This one's called Back Fade. So yeah, and I will say, the production value on this game was far better, far better. The story I could actually follow somewhat. Although I didn't really understand any of the decisions any of the characters made, like at all. They all kinda just did whatever, and none of it made any sense. Who's shocked? When I say the production value was better, there are some things that still weren't great. You know, like this clip, for example.
We've also just left the other woman totally on her fucking own. Oh my fucking god! Did you see the crew on the fucking right, on the left? Sorry.
Yeah, I know. But you know, let's just get on with it. Let's just jump right into the fucking episode, shall we? So we're back as Ren Jing. This time we're waking up in the hospital after the last game. I feel like there's probably some connective continuity going on because for me he was trapped in what did they call it? They actually gave it a name this time, by the way. It's called the Foreign Land, which interesting because the foreign land to China could be literally any other country. Literally any other country is technically foreign land. But you know, we move. Yeah, we wake. We after we're in the hospital, we get chased by the ghost of Ye Tan, even though it's very clearly not Ye Tan. And there's also this really fucking creepy nurse. We get into an elevator, and then we get knocked out or something. I'm not really sure what happened. But we wake up in the other world to meet all of our new characters. It's quite a big cast this time, even though they all slowly get picked off one by one. For example, they actually waste no fucking time with this. Have a look.
你又是谁？哎，不要！
你别陪他去送死。
Well, you know, he did say you'll die instantly. Why is everyone looking at me? I just got here. I guess I'll open the door. Some nice doors. Oh, okay.
没事吧？
是不是死人了？
Isn't it Dead Man? Who's Dead Man? It's like a Kojima character or something. I actually think there is a Kojima character called Dead Man.
Yeah, what a fucking idiot, right? You were just told what would happen, and you did it. And I get not believing it, you know? I understand you probably don't believe it. But who gives a shit? Who gives a shit, right? Just go out there and just die. Why not? Next up, after that, we turn to the the mystery gang, and we all split up and look for clues.
Let's split up and look for clues.
Which is really interesting to do, considering you don't know where the fuck you are. You just saw this creepy little ghost boy. No, there's a creepy little ghost boy, by the way. I forgot to mention him. He's Yaun. Is that his name? I think so. I probably fucking butchered that. After we're splitting up, we hear a scream. We go to check it out, and there's just a ghost girl hanging out in her bedroom, to which everyone is freaked out by. Which is understandable, you know, it's not every day you see a cheeky little ghost girl, is it? And then Ren Jing is like, I'll be the hero, and goes to talk to her, I think, and then she just gets edited out. See. So we then decide to look around the room, and Song Yu. I'm remembering their names slowly through the game, by the way. Song Yu, she finds a cabinet that's padlocked, and Ren Jing happens to have the key after he had this really fucking weird interaction with Giao Yan. I think that's her name. Or Giao Tan. I don't remember. We open it up, and then there's just like mannequin heads and wigs in there, and then that's enough for everyone else, and then they leave, and then Giao Yan's like, by the way, I don't know if you noticed, even though she never had a proper look, she's like, by the way, I don't know if you noticed, but all of that hair, they're not wigs, they're still attached to scalps. And I don't know how the fuck she saw that, considering she didn't ever look inside the cabinet. In fact, I think the only people that did was Ren Jing and Song Yu. So, you know, do with that what you will. After that, we decide to split up again and go into our rooms, respectively, to rest. Ren Jing has a sex dream. Yeah, I'm just glad that she stayed clothed and was actually more clothed than when we met Ye Tan in the first game. So, you know, this is an absolute win. This is an absolute win. A huge win. Especially for me, because it means I don't have to edit anything. I didn't have to edit anything last time, but you know, I still didn't have to edit anything out, which is great. Now I'm just gonna skip ahead because there's a bunch of stuff that's really not fucking necessary, and it's all like, it's just kind of weird, really. It's just kind of weird. So yeah, let's just skip forward a little bit, shall we? This character has just the whole fucking game so far. She's just been fucking complaining. She's like, none of this makes any sense. Why can't I go outside? My friend's dead. Boo fucking who? Boo hoo. Her friend died, by the way. Like, all she does is fucking complain. And she's just angry at everyone. And it just, I'm like, look, no one really knows what the fuck's going on here. This place is a first time for everyone. Not for Ren Jing, he's been to the foreign land before. There's also this man who's called Zhuang Hang. He's been there before. And Yao Yan's actually, this is her fucking 8th time in the foreign land, so what's she fucking done to be in here 8 times? What is it? How do we even get here? What do you have to do to end up in this place? They don't explain that. Maybe they'll explain that in the 3rd game. Hey, maybe. That video will be a while. But then after that, we all decide to split up again because apparently we need to find a gift for Lele, who was the ghost girl we saw earlier. So everyone splits up. The married couple, they go off on their own. My group stays together, which is Ren Jing, Giao Yan. I still can't remember her name. And Song Yu. We all stick together. Zhao Meng, she's the bitch that's complaining all the time. She decides to just go off on her own. She just decides to leave on her own, which probably isn't the fucking best idea. But you know, that's her prerogative. She can do that if she wishes. I won't complain when she turns up dead. So, you know, there's that. But we then walk around the house, like, kind of aimlessly for a little while. We find a kid's playroom. And we investigate that for a little bit. Then there's more, like, sensual shit going on. Nothing really of note happens, other than we find out that the little ghost boy from earlier is like 7 or like 8 years old, something like that. And that's about as much as we get. We then move into the kitchen, where we're told that we can eat food, but it's risky because a lot of the food is going to be out of date, so you can only eat what's in date, which, I don't know if you know this, that's how the real world, that same rule applies. So, but they find a full fucking intact strawberry cake just in the fridge in a box, and it looks fucking delicious. And I'm not gonna lie, I kinda want it. You know, it looks so yum. After all of that, we all regroup, without communicating, by the way, that we're all gonna regroup back in the living room. So we do. The married couple are like, "Hey, we made this doll." "You made a doll?" He's like, "Yeah, I used my wife's scarf, and I don't think she even had a scarf to begin with. So where the fuck did you pull that scarf from, brother? I don't know. But fair play to you, you're resourceful. Did you fashion it like Chuck Green in Dead Rising?" Maybe. Who knows? Just find a workbench and you're all good. We then decide that we're all hungry and it's time to cut the cake. So naturally, we cut the fucking cake. Song Yu is like, "Do you want the first piece?" And I'm like, "Nah, homie, you have it. Because I don't know what's in this fucking cake. You know? This could have been fucking laced. This could have been laced with something. I don't want that. You have it." And then she's like, "Ha ha ha ha. Thank you for giving me the cake. Ha 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 ha." And then she freaks out. Because there's a bit of blood on her. And then the cake bleeds. So no one can eat. Which, you know, is fucking fabulous. And we then go looking for Zhao Meng. Because we realize that no one knows where the fuck she is. And we find her, by the way. We find her like that. We find her like that, dude. She is so fucking easy to find. In this huge fucking house. She's in an art gallery, which is, you know, pretty cool, I guess. She's dead, though. She's like straight up dead, which, who's shocked? The woman who's constantly fucking complaining and running her mouth just won't accept the fact that maybe you should just listen to what the fuck's going on, especially when everyone was there to discover your friend's body. Granted, you weren't there, so you don't know that they didn't kill them, which is fair enough. But why? What fucking reason would they have to kill them? If anyone was going to die from a murder, it would be fucking you. It would be you, Zhao Meng. It would be you. You're a fucking twat. So you're gonna die. But anyway, they realize that you probably shouldn't touch anything related to paintings because paintings will get you killed for some fucking reason. I don't know why. All I know is that the mother of the two children was a painter, but that doesn't explain why touching a painting will kill you. You know, it doesn't explain anything at all. So, there's that, I guess. After that, we then head back to the living room to tell the lovely married couple of Zhuang Hang and Lin Jinjin that she's dead, and no one really seems to give a shit, to be honest. Absolutely no one seems to care that much. They're all like, "Oh my god, anyway, let's go to sleep." So they go to sleep. That's exactly what happens. They go the fuck to sleep. But people are suspicious of the married couple, at least. They're suspicious of Song Yu because what do they call it? Not abdicate. Alienated. She alienated because there's not a ghost, by the way. They're called anomalies. And the anomalies will alienate you from the rest of your friends and make you see shit or think things that aren't true, and basically turn you into a psycho killer. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Fa. Better run away. So they decide to put her in her own room and lock the door. And I'm just going to call him Zoo because his name's too fucking long. And I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing it right. Zoo's like, you better give me the key, motherfucker. I want that key. And so they're like, okay, you can have the key. And then they lock her away. And then all go off into their separate rooms, respectively. At which point, Gao Tan, and Renjing decide that they want to investigate the art studio a little bit more. So they do, and they don't really find much, or like anything that's like of that much use, as far as I remember, because they're kind of fucking useless. In all fairness, everyone in this game is kind of useless. Actually, speaking of useless, there's a part where Song Yu confides in Renjing, and she's like, I'm like fucking petrified. I'm so scared right now, and I'm so sorry for being useless. And when someone comes to you in fear, saying, I'm sorry, I feel so useless, you don't, as a person, go, yeah, you are. You go, no, don't say that. Don't say that. You're fine. You're fine. You're not useless. You're good. You're good. You're helpful. It's okay to be scared, but you're still useful. Yeah, Renjing doesn't fucking do that. He's just like, yeah, it's okay. It's not fucking okay. This is a fucking survival game. You guys you're stuck in a house in limbo, and someone's gone, I'm so fucking useless. You need to keep them positive. You know? You can't just say, yeah, you are useless, but it's alright. It's not alright. It's not alright. Why would you say that? Anyway, ran over. They discovered the cuck chair. There was a cuck chair there. And the cuck chair has blood on it. So, fuck knows what that cuck went through. You know, it must... rough time. And then they come to the conclusion that, no, you shouldn't touch or sit on it because you will die. How do you know that? How the fuck do you know that? How do you know that if you sit on this chair you'll die or you'll get alienated? Because, like, we have no evidence to support that the first girl who died in the house, not the one that ran out the door, so I guess the second girl who died, she was staring at a painting when she died. We don't know that she even sat in this chair, or if she even knew this chair fucking existed. And Zhao Meng, we don't know that she even sat on the chair. I mean, it's likely, but the chair was also still covered when we found her. She just had a paintbrush in her hand. So, you know, there's that. So we don't know that sitting in this chair, or even touching this fucking chair, will get you killed. We don't know this. They just make that up, and suddenly, that's canon. So, you know, that's really cool. After that, they hear some screaming and go back to check, and then find blood on the bedroom floor that Zhu and Lin Jinjin were in. Open the bathroom door to find Lin Jinjin crouched on the floor in the bathroom, and she's like, oh, it was Song Yu, she killed him, with no evidence at all to support it because she was in the bathroom the whole time. There's no evidence to support that she did it. She just says that it is her. So, you know, I guess we can just... This is one thing I love about these games, by the way, is you can just make shit up, and that's canon. People will believe you, which is really cool. We then go to check on Song Yu in her bedroom, and she's not fucking there, which is really cool. So, there's that. We then decide that we're going to go look for her. We find her in a shower after encountering Lele again, just standing in the hallway doing absolutely fucking nothing. We open it, she tells us to leave. She then she's blind in one eye for some fucking reason. I guess that's a sign that she's being alienated currently. And then we all kind of were like, you're not alone, you can do this. So then she just kind of stops being alienated. Just like that, just from fucking positive mental attitude, I guess. A bit of PMA. It's a wonderful thing, you know. After all that, her clothes are... Song Yu's clothes are wet from being in the shower. So we all go together to find her some new clothes. And we then come to the conclusion that all of the clothes that are hanging up are clothes of previous victims, people who didn't make it out. How do we know that? Because we said so. Remember? That's the rule. We say so, so therefore, it's true. This is how the game works. So then we find an outfit, we pick an outfit out. Renjing starts staring down Song Yu's breasts. And then Gao Tan's like, turn around. And he's like, oh right, yeah, sorry. Fucking perv. Disgusting. You're making me play as this fucking pervert? Great. Love that for me. They then get to chatting, Gao Tan and Renjing. I don't remember what about. It wasn't really all that important, I don't think. Nothing that ever gets said in these games is really of any importance at all. But we love that. We love that, you know. That's awesome. So after she's changed, we then go into the basement, which is where I saw the fucking production crew just chilling out, and it was amazing. It was a wonderful time for me. I loved that. I loved that so much. I was literally just hyping up the game. And the fucking production crew are just seen in frame. Why were you there? Why were you? And did no one notice? No one noticed, and you couldn't have done a reshoot real quick? You couldn't have just reviewed the footage real quick and just done a reshoot? There's the they hear this weird fucking like baby crying, and they think it's Lele. Turns out it's just a toy. That's probably the most fucking terrifying toy, because they're like, oh, well, the battery was just dying. It doesn't matter if the battery was dying, it's how it was recorded, it's the tone of voice, it's fucking aggressive. Stay with me, play with me. No. The only stay with me I want is this one.
Stay with me.
So, there's that. So they find some first aid. They bandage up Song Yu. They find out that Renjing has a cut on his hand. They bandage that up too. And then they find a letter. And I don't even remember what was on it. This is where shit starts to get a little bit like, whoa, you know. They bring Song Yu back to the living room where Lin Jinjin has just been hanging out on her own. And she's really pissed off that Song Yu's there, which is understandable. She believes she killed her husband with absolutely no fucking evidence whatsoever. And then Yao Yan is like, can I speak to you like in private for a little bit? And he's like, yeah, sure. And then she just starts like going off about Lin Jinjin. He's like, don't you think she's acting a little bit strange? And to which we look over, see her hiding quite poorly, and then Ren Jinjin gets his phone out, starts typing a text to show, and she's like, oh, okay, gets the fucking clue, texts back, they agree to meet up later, and then that's the sequence. But she's being really fucking weird. They then all go to bed, and Lin Jingjing, even though her husband just died, she's looking to get some action. You know, she's looking to get some fucking action. And Renjin's like, hold on a minute. I have to go see Gao real quick. And then just leaves her there. Man's got morals. The man won't sleep with a new widow. Which is pretty based of him. Don't appreciate the looking down Song Yu's breasts, but you know, he did something right at least. So there's that. We then fuck off and find Gao and Song Yu in a bedroom, where Gao is then like, something's really wrong with her, I'm gonna go find her, and then leaves. She creates to be honest, a very bad lock on the door. You'll see in a second. Lin Jinjin shows up looking for Renjing, and is like, you need to come outside now. I just passed Gao. She's looking for you, and you don't want to be in here with her since she's been alienated. And then after saying that, Song Yu just appears. Like she was TKO, and now she's just up. And Lin Xinjin has alienated, and it's honestly quite fucking terrifying. But for some reason, she doesn't have the mental aptitude to just reach her hand in, lift up the lock, and walk in. She can't figure that one out, like, at all. That's too much for her. So, you know. There's also a lot of sexism going on in this game. Like, Ren Jing is like, I'm a man. I have to protect the women. Bro, one of the women there has been here. This is her 8th time here. I don't think you need to. I think she's fucking protecting you. And he just says a bunch of other sexist shit. I'm not really here for it, to be honest. These women are fucking badasses. Gao is dressed like a goth Tomb Raider, for one. So, voice crack. We then make a daring escape. Go to a closet where we find a bunch of notes that tell us more exposition. For example, we find some origami, some paper cranes, and that gives us a bit of lore. I don't remember what the fuck they said on something about a brother. Oh, brother!
This guy stinks!
And then we remember that surveillance cam exists, and try to make another daring escape, and see some, to be honest, quite freaky shit. Some quite freaky shit, if I do say so myself. After our daring escape, we make our way to a dining room. We go back to the art studio, go into a locked room just off to the side, and everyone acts really casual, like suspiciously casual, about seeing a decaying corpse hanging from the ceiling. It's very clearly a Halloween decoration, so I wouldn't be too fussed about it either. But yeah, if you know, but that's meant to be a real body. That's just a prop for us, but for them, that's a real body. No one comments on the smell that would be there, and no one is really that scared. Song Yu finds a suicide note from and we discover that that body's from the father. He's a little bit upset. He basically is just like, yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't do it at all, and just killed himself. We're now at the final stretch, and we see Lele sat at a table with the 3 girls who died. Apart from the first girl that died by walking out, and Zhu isn't there. Why? He died. Or maybe it's because you can only be there if you were killed by the anomaly. If you committed suicide, you won't be there, or if you were murdered, you won't be there. I don't know. Oh, I should also mention, going outside insta-death. I totally forgot to mention that. It's really not that important, because no one goes outside again. So, it's just kind of like, you go outside, you instantly die. Anyway, and that's kind of how that goes. We then have to come to a decision. I have a weird little flashback about painting that isn't mine, my own memory, while Song Yu and Gao fuck off to find some presents. They come back with a painting and a photograph. Both of them are made with AI, which really fucking sucks. But, you know, there's not a lot I can do about it now. Support fucking artists, by the way. If you want art done, you got 2 options. Commission a real fucking artist, or learn to draw. Okay? It's not that hard. You can do it. I believe in you. If you don't have the money to spare, then, I don't know, don't hire an artist and learn to draw. If you don't know how to draw and you don't really have the time to, then commission a fucking artist. It's so easy, guys. It's so fucking easy. It's so easy. Anyway, we find out that the mother was killed by the anomaly while making a painting. And the anomaly sort of controls them like they're a puppet on his strings, like the Master of Puppets album art by Metallica, or Marionette, just in general. But then it's down to us to choose what gift to give Lele. We can give her the family painting, or we can give her the shitty AI picture. I didn't want to give her the AI picture, because if someone gave me something made by AI, I'd be really fucking pissed off, and that would probably be the shittest gift I'd ever received. But so I went with the painting, but that was the wrong answer for some reason. So she had to take the fucking AI photo, and that's when Song Yu decides to abdicate, alienate, and I'm given the final choice: dead, trapped, or mystery. Those are my 3 options. I wanted to click mystery because the other 2 sounded like shit. This, I'll just let the ending play out for you.
Trapped?
宋月的异化加深了，
松月，这不行，得赶快把他弄出去。
快走！啊，他要控制不住了。
走，快走！
You should have done that earlier. Like, go on.
啊，走啊！
快，
那你先走，你先走。
一起走。
没时间了，松月太难控制了，我们不能全死在这里。
可是，
哎，不要可是了。
不行。
你清醒一点。喂，
Just give her a smack around across the face. Nah, actually, you know what?
话变了，这是
Leave. Just
松
leave.
月。
杀死一场，永远是下下策。
Bro, you got trapped in this place once before. You don't have to do it again. Alright.
在背后2脸，我已经下线。
Okay, they're doing this
想看更
on the
多
fucking
就
trampoline
只想
again.
背后一把。哦，
What is with them and this trampoline?
So yeah, that's that. That's back fade. There's still one more to play, but like I said, that won't be coming for a little while because I have no money. Why won't this camera focus on me? Yeah, the last video won't be coming for a while because I don't have the money. Because I am poor. But yeah, this game was intelligible. It was intelligible. It was fun. It really dragged on. Like towards the end, I was like, "Come on, man! How much more of this is left?" You've just been. You haven't really told the story. You've just kind of danced around it and then thrown it all at me, in pieces, and it was kind of shit. There was something I was going to say that I forgot about the story, but I can't remember what it is. So clearly, it wasn't all that important. Oh, that's what it was. The ghost boy. The reason he says the same sentence over and over again about how he needs today's his sister's birthday, or his sister's birthday's coming soon. I need to get her a present. Is because he went to go get his sister a present and was in a car accident and died, and so now he just relives the last task he had in his life, which is why the family crumbled. It's why the father killed himself. I'm not really sure why Lele died or why the mother died, but they're dead. I'm not sure what has to do with an anomaly, but there's an anomaly. Yeah, this game fucking sucked, but it was kind of good. So like I started like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 out of 10. So yeah, that was it. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to leave a like if you liked it. Comment if you commented on it. Subscribe if you subscribed it. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For some reason, my Silent Hill F video and my my Habramania video are also doing really well. I'm not really sure what I did for that, but thank you all for watching. If you have seen those videos and you're back here, thank you for coming back. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Most of you who watch my videos, sometimes 100% of you, aren't fucking subscribed. So, you know, if you're watching, you might as well. You know, I do this shit all the time. 2 videos a week. On Monday and Thursday at 4 p.m. UK time. You can work out what that is for you. You're big. You're a grown up now. Google is your friend. So yeah, thank you for watching. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.